Number 2, whether I know the material is aside the point. I've already committed to attending the review session tomorrow and will pick up whatever I'm missing there. So once again, idioms are not your friend because they're really hard to spot, and there's just a ton of them in the English language. Just on a side note, if you are taking the TOEFL test, which is the test of English as a foreign language, and English is not your first language, idioms are super, super important for that test. So if it's something that you are planning on taking in the future, you should really, really hone in on the idiomatic expression lesson here, because that is going to be extremely helpful for you on this test. And it's also one of the hardest things for English as a foreign language students to learn. So going back to this question, we have whether I know. Now, that is actually okay. If it had said whether or not I know, that's wrong. When you use the word whether, it's implied that the other option is that you don't. So to say whether or not is kind of redundant, so you don't really need to say whether or not. Then we get to letter B, and it says is aside the point. Now, there's two things that you can say here. Aside, you can't say aside noun. You have to say aside from something. So when you have the word aside, it always has to be followed by the word from. So aside from the fact that I don't like Chinese food, I'm also not feeling very well. So aside from is an idiomatic word combination that needs to go together. Then we have the other option, which would be the correct option for this answer choice, and it's beside. So is beside the point is what we're looking for here. So in this case, it's not aside the point, it's beside. And that is our correct answer for this question.